What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J. Cool.
The Honorable Member for Lumezi.
Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful, and I must mention that I hope to minimize on time to give other members chance and to pass messages of condolences to the people of the Republic of Malawi on the loss of their Vice President and other members that crashed on that aircraft. Equally, to offer messages of comfort and solidarity to Honorable J. Banda's quick healing. Mr. Speaker, I do not support this report. From the onset, I must mention, on page 20 of this report, Mr. Speaker, it's talking about recapitalization of the Zambian flying doctors. Mr. Speaker, I do not know whether our country is sick or it is the leadership that is sick. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member, may you take your seat? There is a motion before you. Why should you start talking about the leadership being sick? Restrict yourself to the motion. Let's start on a new note this time around, please. You may proceed. Restrict yourself to the motion.
Mr. Speaker, you've got doctors that are graduating that cannot attend to patients if they are not registered with the association because they have not been granted authority to operate as medical doctors. What we need most, Mr. Speaker, is to have doctors dotted around the country at each healthy facility and not recapitalization of the Zambia flying doctors. Mr. Speaker, we recapitalize on the flying doctors. Where are the airstrips in Lumezi? Where are the airstrips in Chasefu? Where are the airstrips in Luangeni? This recapitalization of flying doctors favors the few contemporary bourgeois. Mr. Speaker, this country should have labored to dot around doctors at each and every medical facility. We cannot be saying we are going to be flying doctors. Then what are we saying? And most of these aircrafts that we use in Africa, especially, Mr. Speaker, are third hand. The safety of our human resource, where do we place it? I think, Mr. Speaker, we must speak to the needs of our people. We cannot be speaking for the needs of those that are already comfortable. Mr. Speaker, if you go to page 4 of that report, it says, well, sorry, Mr. Speaker, I think on page 4 and 8 is my main matter. It will help us, Mr. Speaker. 4.3, the devolution of primary health care services to local authorities. The committee was informed that the Auma Ata Declaration of 1978 defined primary health care as essential health care made universally accessible to individuals and acceptable to them through their full participation and at a cost the community and country can afford. Mr. Speaker, universal accessible to individuals and acceptable to them. Some member here used the way that this is an artificial report. Mr. Speaker, you have one of your own members who is being kept in a healthy facility against his own wishes, against his own aspirations.
Honorable Member, may you take your seat? Is that part of or is that part of the motion, what you're talking about? You're talking about provision of primary health care. Yes, so let's just restrict ourselves to the motion. I won't guide you again. I will curtail you if you repeat on that path. You may proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I made mention from the word go that I'm not supporting the report because what is happening and what has been crafted in this report, it's like South and North Pole. So, Mr. Speaker, had this report been crafted in a manner that is speaking to the happenings, I was going to support it. But we cannot be admitting to say essential health care made universal accessible to individuals and acceptable to them. That's what the report is saying. But we do the opposite. I fell sick, you forced me to go to a different hospital. It's against this. This is not what the report is saying. So had this report said, we can compel you to go to any hospital, I would have supported the report, Mr. Speaker. Then, Mr. Speaker, on page 8, the report talks of the Navision to fast-track approvals. Navision was the software capable of managing processes of operations, finance, supply chain, commerce, analytics, which the ministry utilized. Mr. Speaker, I don't know how many times this country is going to change softwares. Can we be consistent with what we do? If we develop a software, next year we change, the other year we change. Of what value? There is no value. Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the move of the motion and the committee, what they did. Unfortunately, I do not support this report. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, J Cool, and turn on the notification bell, cause I'm gonna see you in the next video.